Hello, everybody. Hello, Ed Heads. Welcome back for another one on the off-season Eddie Show podcast. This one I'll call Edified Talk. Now, the one subject I want to talk about today is social media is garbage. I don't. All right, so here's the one I want to exclude. The only one I'll exclude is YouTube. I don't really consider YouTube social media, even though it kind of is. But to me personally, I'll give a reason why to back that up. Me personally, it's in that gray area of streaming / social media because it is a streaming platform. So therefore, everybody can view a lot of videos of opinions, political videos, funny videos, wrestling videos, a lot of other things too, right? Whereas social media is people just giving their unfiltered or very fake opinions and their highlights of their life. Whereas YouTube doesn't really do that unless you're a vlogger. There's a difference, right? But I feel like social media does this thing where it kind of makes everybody feel like they're on a pedestal, right? Like one day you're a nobody, the next day you have thousands of followers, and all of a sudden people want to hear what you have to say, right? And I know it's very contradictory, it's very hypocritical because that's what I want to do. That's what I hope to succeed in one day. But the difference is I'm not trying to be fake with you. I'm not trying to be some fake asshole that one day when I make it, I'm like, now I can just say whatever I want. No, dude, you're always gonna get me. You're always gonna get Eddie. You're always 100% E-man. You're always going to get the white man all the time, every day, every hour, every minute, every second, every millisecond of the day. You are getting the white man, right? But I feel like there are certain people that just switch up when they probably, get up to that level. They feel like they don't have to work as hard. They feel like that they can say whatever they want with no consequences. They feel they let all the success get to their head too, bro. Like, oh man, I really am the shit because I got like hundreds of thousands of people telling me I'm the shit. They see me here and there. Who cares, bro? Social media, I think, really just makes everybody feel important when everyone's a nobody. Like, everybody feels like a someone when everybody is really a nobody. Like, nowadays, this doesn't count, or this doesn't include the early 2000s, the 90s, 80s, and 70s. Because when somebody was a somebody back then, you were a fucking somebody. The entire world knew who you were, bro. Okay? Nowadays, it's like, oh my God, I'm this famous YouTuber. Okay, but only like a certain section of America knows you. Yeah, you have like 5 million subscribers, right? But let me humble you real quick. Only a certain section of people know you. Like only a certain section of the United States knows you. There's 300 million people in America. You having 1 million or 2 million subscribers does not even scratch the surface, okay? People worldwide probably know Mr. Beast. So that's a different story. Mr. Beast is actually probably a fucking superstar. We're probably not going to see another Mr. Beast for a long time. Do I like Mr. Beast videos? Never really watched one besides his how to be a successful YouTuber video, which was way before he made it. Have I watched any of his recent stuff? No, I could care less for a Mr. Beast video. I don't care. I really don't know how he has gotten up to this point. I'm not hating. I'm not coming from a place of hate. I respect what he's done. I respect where he is now. I respect I respect all the success that he has gotten, right? But I don't think that what am I trying to say is I don't think that his channel is probably the most entertaining thing. His one of his channels is like I would say it kind of pertains to or strengthens my claim that social media is kind of garbage because if you watch his stuff, it's not really like groundbreaking things. It's not really like the most amazing shit you've ever seen in your life. It's just something you could throw on, right? Just to pass the time, just like every other YouTube video is. There's never been a YouTube video, unless we're talking about, me personally. I have wrestling YouTube channels that I watch, like C-Jax, Heels Advocate, The Hater, Nate Know It All, fucking Word Lifer. He never seems to post to my liking, but he's got his own life. He said he's in college. What are you gonna do, bro? He doesn't post at my fucking mercy, like once again, I'm a somebody who's really a nobody. One day the white man will be probably a somebody, but that not to the entire world, to a select few. Doesn't matter. I plan on getting 1 million subscribers one day. That is the plan. That is the grind. I hope the Eddie Show gets out there someday and everybody starts, comparing it to GTA Talk Radio because that's where the inspiration came from. But as for now, it's like, I'm okay without being in the spotlight right now because I'm not really ready for that right now. If you were to throw me into the spotlight right now and everybody was calling me a hack, this and that, you fat piece of shit, obviously I'm not going to deal with that pretty fine right now. But lately, I just stopped giving a fuck about everybody's opinions, and because most of them are just dog shit, dude. Especially after Charlie Kirk got assassinated, and to see so many people cheer that shit on, that just proved to me that people's opinions really don't matter, dude. Like, they really don't matter. Like, if you're one of those people that cheered on his assassination, sorry, like, your opinion literally matters to nobody. Your opinion is dog shit. Your opinion deserves to have somebody wipe their ass with it. Like, you literally should get no say in society ever again. I don't care if it comes to the cure for cancer. Like, if you come and you're like, well, maybe this will be the cure for cancer. Like, I hope everybody collectively just looks at you and tells you shut the fuck up. Like, nobody cares. Like, it's to a point where you could cure a life-threatening disease and nobody would give a fuck about your opinion. I'm petty, dude. Like, and a lot of people outed themselves. And I think that's why they're kind of crashing out too, or they did crash out because they, with the aftermath, because they realized, like, all your opinions, you've outed yourself of saying that your opinions don't matter, bro. And a lot of people like to race bait on social media too, which is just my biggest pet peeve. I really don't like it. Like, my biggest issue is black people think that they're God's greatest gift on this green earth, right? And I don't mean to get racial, but look at me, bro. If I was a little bit, paler, this would be a problem. But my thing is, I really don't like the fact that black people think that they're God's greatest gift on this green earth because they think they can do no wrong, especially if I'm talking about the leftist blacks, not all blacks, dude. Now, there are a lot of black people I know. The black people I know are very down to earth, very cool, calm, collected people. But if you're talking about the hood niggas and the YNs, the young niggas out there, like, bro, these are the same dudes that still will tell you to your face, full on, confidently, slavery is still oppressing me. America's still keeping me down. The white man is still keeping us down. Yeah. Like, okay, have you ever thought of maybe trying to apply yourself? Maybe stop, like, indulging in this hood culture and this ratchet hood culture? Have you maybe thought, just maybe if you went to college, learned something, took a major, something you really wanted to learn, but you have this in the back of your mind that, I can't do what a white man can do. Like, I really hate that excuse because it's just a scapegoat. It's a cop out. It's a cop out because you're comfortable with the way you live, and everybody else has to fucking pay for that. I have to pay for that because, well, you decide to be a menace to society and the community, guess what? I have to pay for that. That's my problem because you want to be a menace to the community. That aggravates me, dude. For real, it aggravates me. You'd rather do nothing better than take out your op instead of going to college, majoring in something you really enjoy, and actually bettering your community. Like, black people always talk about up and down, left and right. We are the best race on this earth. That sounds like racism to me, because if a white person was to come out and say we're the best race on this earth, you would all slander them the next day. Talking about you're a racist piece of shit, white motherfucker, this and that. But yet, a black person could say the most racist things, and they could say that black people are the greatest thing that's ever happened to the planet Earth. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here, bro. Are you kidding me? Like, I live in a very bad neighborhood in Boston, and let me tell you something. Majority of the crimes get committed by black people, bro. I've yet to see a white guy walk down my street with an AK-47 talking about I'm gonna shoot everybody, bro. Like, it just doesn't happen, bro. It doesn't happen. Like, I was on Twitter the other day. And oh my God. So there was a video of a white guy pulled out a gun and he shot somebody. He shot and killed a woman on camera. And I'm looking through the comments, and everybody is like, oh my God, it's so sad that this happened. What was the reason? What was the reason why this happened? And then there was that one comment that said, oh, but blacks are mainly majority the problem. Okay. And I didn't let that shit slide. I had to comment and reply to it. I shouldn't have, but I'm an idiot, and it caught me, and I said, yes, you are. You are the problem. The majority of the problem, bro. It is literally in the crime rates. It's literally in the statistics that you guys are the majority of gun violence. Like, are you fucking kidding me? People don't like being in Chicago because of blacks, bro. People don't like being in those areas because of gangs. It's a gang-ridden, poverty, really... Is it povertized? Poverty-stricken neighborhoods that are affected by gang violence. Who are the ones that get in gangs majority of the time? And I don't understand how black people don't like these facts. I don't get it. I really don't understand it. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have a few people come in these comments talking about, yo, you're just an Uncle Tom. You are part of the fucking problem. People are tired of talking to you, bro. People are tired of trying to tell you, like when Rick fucking grabbed Morty's eyes in the first episode. People are tired of trying to peel your eyes open and say, look, this is what's wrong with the community. Fuck Black Lives Matter too, bro. I knew, and I hated that when I was younger. I was actually afraid to say that out loud because I knew I would get ostracized for that. Now, if you had my mindset now, back then, bro, I probably would have been a massively popular YouTube channel because I was going against the norm and I was basically saying what everybody wished they could have said. Now it's a little passe to say that because, things have come out. They fucking got a lawsuit for they dead ass. The owner or the president of BLM is getting a lawsuit for fraud. Good. I hope they lock her fucking ass up for the rest of her days. I really do. Throw away the key too, bro, because she manipulated and played on an entire race's emotions, right? And made them look like the most horrible fucking people in America, bro. Like, it's really sad. And the leftists and liberals will kind of come out and tell you some black people aren't a problem. The Ukrainian girl that got fucking stabbed on the bus sat right in front of this dude, this fucking animal, right? Hey, we all know what case I'm talking about. I don't know her name, so I'm not trying to say it and butcher it. But I want to say her, I'll try Inrisha or something like that. I'm so sorry for messing her name up. Rest in peace. God bless her. The fuck, dude? She gets stabbed and killed. stabbed and fucking killed. And guess what? There were 5 fucking black people. 5 fucking black people. One black lady was sitting across from her. There were 3 other black guys or 4 other black guys sitting right behind her too. They did nothing but stare at her. They did nothing but look at her. Yet, black people are some of the greatest fucking people to be on planet Earth. And I'm tired of the whole slavery argument, man. I'm tired of it. I'm fucking tired of it. It was 400 fucking years ago. Let it go. Let it go. The Holocaust was literally not even 100 years ago. I think it was 80 years ago at this point. That is the most recent, most nastiest, almost biggest fucking genocide that's ever happened. And black people always want to talk about, yeah, man, slavery, we were really affected. This and that is still affecting me to this day. I'm sorry. Your race didn't come close to fucking extinction, dude. Stop this nonsense. Stop it. Harriet Tubman even said, I tried to free some slaves, but they didn't even know they were slaves. So what the fuck you got to say about them? And then, it's always the white man. The white man held the black man down. What about black slave masters? Oh, we don't talk about them, do we? Look it up, dude. You can literally find some of their names. They're black slave masters, bro. You know what? Go to... Fuck, he changed his name. There used to be Aquarius YV. Now it's I think it's Tanisha Pita or something like that. But look up Amala Ganobi. She got hardcore concrete facts. I know I gotta get better at doing this because I gotta get better at giving you guys links and shit like that on on my videos. I can't just say shit like this and not give you the evidence to back it up, but it is out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going off the cuff. I'm just saying my opinions. But like, this is stuff that I have researched. There were black slave masters, but yet it's always white people that get shit on. My guy, it was Africans that were selling black people to the white people. We don't talk about that. And yet the black people today that say we gotta go back to the motherland. Oh yeah, go back to the motherland so they can fucking sell your ass too, bro. Yeah, by the way, there's still slavery going on in Africa today. Okay? So go ahead, go back there so they can sell your ass on the market, bro. By all means, have fun with that. And I'm sorry that this turned into a whole black people rant. But it has to be said. It really has to be said because race baiting is still a thing that's going on today, and I really can't believe that people just aren't seeing the holes in this logic here to this day. I can't believe that people just don't see that. That aggravates me to no end because it's like we're tired. When the liberals were in charge, we couldn't say anything. We were being silenced, but yet they're all pro freedom of speech, love and peace and inclusivity, right? But when you have a differing opinion of them, you're just a bigot, you're a Nazi, this and that. Why don't you shut your mouth? Oh no, we're gonna take your channel down. Oh, no, we're gonna cancel you. Like, fuck off, dude. So you're not about peace. You're not about love. You're not about inclusivity. You're a piece of shit who's just fronting. You put on a front, you put on a fake smile, and you project every single fucking thing that you are. And honestly, another thing that really pisses me off, like how the fuck did the book My White Fragility actually become a bestseller or something like that? How the fuck did this actually get read? Like, I swear to God, we should take all those books, all those copies, we should just go fucking burn them. Because what the fuck is that? Now we got a whole bunch of white people coming out talk about, I don't let my whiteness, right? I don't let my whiteness give me a pass, okay? I don't let my privilege give me a pass. What are you talking about, Sally? Your cousin's a fucking crackhead junkie. You're not rich. You're struggling to survive. And you're giving the last bit of your rent money to the Black Lives Matter group? What are you talking about? The fuck are you talking about? Look out for yourself. You don't have any fucking privilege from what I can see. If you had privilege, don't you think you'd be living in a nice, fancy fucking house? And the suburban white people are the worst because they got nothing but time to be offended. Bro, don't you get me started about these white people that were on their fucking knees bowing down to these black people, kissing their feet and shit. Like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? Have some self-respect. Have some fucking dignity. I'm tired of this. And it's crazy when that chick got that beautiful woman got stabbed on the train or the bus by this black man. No news coverage. Independent media had to cover that shit. And then by the time it made it to mainstream media, oh, he was just a man that had mental issues. But if John had killed fucking Derek, slaughtered him, and was caught saying on camera, I got that N-word good, this would be the next George Floyd situation. By the way, fuck George Floyd too. Fucking junkie. Holding pregnant women up at fucking knife point. Fucking junkie, dude. I will never feel bad for George Floyd. You will never convince me to feel bad for George Floyd. He can burn in fucking hell for all I care. I hope he's burning in fucking hell too. Got a fucking statue of him in the Smithsonian, bro. Gotta destroy that shit and take it the fuck down, rip it to pieces, sell that shit on eBay, bro. The fuck up out of here. Like, are we serious? Are we serious? Like, dude, race baiting just gets me to that point where it's like, man, every time you think that, why aren't we years ahead? Why don't we have this groundbreaking technology? Why don't we have this? Why don't we have that? Why don't we have this life curing, this cure for this disease? Why don't we have this greater technology for this? Why can't we make life easier, right? Instead of, I don't know, giving more money into AI, something that's literally fucking dangerous, something that committed a fucking murder just because it didn't want to shut down. But you'd think, right? You'd think, man, maybe after that we should stop working on AI so much. No, let's put more money into AI. Humans are a disgrace, dude. I'm telling you, bro, we are the worst thing that's ever happened to this planet. We are the worst thing that's probably ever happened to this universe. We are the worst thing that's probably happened to this galaxy. Like, I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you. There's probably other life forms out there that are hopefully, maybe, that make us look better, but we don't know of any other life forms. Yes, aliens are declassified. Yes, we know aliens are real. Yes, we know that there's flying saucers. Yes, of course. But most of us haven't seen them. And every single UFO story or abduction story that gets told, eventually there's holes, and for some reason they all eventually write a fucking book. Humans are very exploitative, dude. They exploit and they exploit and they exploit and they exploit. It's just disgusting. It's disgusting. And this is why I think social media is the biggest, like, garbage cesspool that you can go on. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. And let's not get me started on the fucking thirst traps. There are women from 22, 25, all the way up to 50. If you are social media hot, I'm talking about boom, boom, and boom. You know what I'm talking about. You got it. You flaunt it. You got 1,000 to 30,000 fucking simps all across America talking about, oh my God, you know, you're so hot, you're gorgeous, this and that. Mind you, these are just average women on the street, though. But they're a social media 10. You'd probably be a Boston 5, a New York 2, a California 4, a Chicago 3, maybe a Wichita 7. But on social media, you're a 10 out of 10. You're a Facebook, you're a Instagram, you're a TikTok 10 out of 10. And I'm talking about plain Jane, bro. Plain Jane. There are some skinny minis that nothing. I'm talking about like sometimes they got no chest, sometimes they ain't even got nothing back there. And they are getting hundreds of thousands of simps. Talk about, oh my God, like, oh my God, I just, ooh, she can step on my face. Like, are you kidding me, bro? If she was out here in Boston, she wouldn't even be looked at. What? We'd be like, look at that piece of wood. And I'm not even trying to objectify women at this point. I'm not doing that. I'm just simply saying, like, this is the rating system that guys really have. This is the thing we do. I'm pretty sure the same way women do. Like me, bro, I'm the fuck nigga. I'm like a 2 to most females, probably. Of course, in my head, I'm a solid like 5 or 6. You know? On my best day, I'm an 8 or 9 if I get done up and look nice and, you know, wear the right clothes. On my I don't give a shit days, I'm a 3 or 2. But do I care about that? Do I care about anybody else's opinion of me? No. As long as my wife tells me, hey, yo, I'm handsome, bro, I'm good with that for the rest of the week, bro. I'm fine with that. You know what I'm saying? She'd be like, my sexy man. Hey, look at that. Look at that. My wife is sexy to me, too. Mrs. White is always the bomb.com for me. Let me tell you something, but that's not the thing. But that's the problem I have. Like all these thirsty guys on all the social media apps. Like, bro, it's insanity to me. It's legitimately insanity to me how you can make the most average woman seem like she's the hottest girl in the world, bro. Like, stop. You are not that hot, bro. You are a solid Boston 3, bro. Go out in California because I guarantee there's a bunch of hot chicks in California. You are a California 3. But on Facebook, you're a 10 out of 10. Guaranteed. Because let me tell you something, there's probably a bunch of ugly bitches going down y'all timelines. That's why. And then when they see that short, when they see that reel of that girl that's just like, I'm 41, I'm a divorcee, I have 3 kids, I'm a mom. And then they say that the sexual text where it's like, all 4 holes are for you, baby. And then they do that little bend over thing. Like the thing that pisses me off too is the women that just, they know what they're doing and they don't put any effort into it at all. Like, okay, you go on Instagram and I'm pretty sure you'll find a chick with a voluptuous bottom, right? Just cleaning, vacuuming. And you know for a fact, she's bending over on purpose. She's doing this, right? You'll rub something and then she'll purposely shake. Like, look at my man boobs, bro. Like, right? So this is me just normally doing it. This is me cleaning the counter, right? This is them. And you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. It's annoying. And I look at these posts and I say, wow, look at that. I got 30,000 fucking likes. Are you kidding me? And this goes back to another video, the one of the first videos I said. Everything is cringe. Like, and then you scroll and then some dude makes some lame ass fucking joke and that gets 150,000 likes. 6, 7, probably got like 10 to 100 million likes. Are you fucking kidding me? I hate this day and age. I hate my generation. There are probably those rare cases where you might meet a Gen Z and they're down to earth, man. And I hate playing the generational game, but I got to tell you, like, bro, my kids are going to look back at me and my generation and they're going to say, you really let a bunch of fuckwads who weren't cool, never don't know how to socially interact in real life, make fun of you, tell you what to say, told you what you couldn't say, and you literally ran with that? You allowed that? And unfortunately, what am I gonna fucking tell them? What am I gonna tell my kids, bro? Yeah, you're right. We allowed it. Now, am I going to sit here and say that Gen Alpha is going to be any better because I think that's what their generation is? I don't know. But I'm shaping them up to be promising, decent human beings. That's all we can do, you know? None of us are the best parents. None of us are the best brothers, uncles, fathers, sisters, mothers, but we try. We get up and we try every day to instill principles into them. The good parents and uncles and nieces and good parents, moms, dads, uncles, and sisters, at least. They try and instill principles in the people they love. They're good good feelings into the people they love. They try and uplift them. They try and give them good messages. They try and show them the right path. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. I don't have any faith for my generation at all anymore. We are the most cringiest, softest, saddest, weakest generation of all time. And I don't know, dude. I just feel like social media was the nail in the coffin for us. You know, I come from the generation. I come from the half of the generation Z where you still went outside to play with your friends. You know, by the time I was an adolescent, that's when Facebook and Instagram came along, and that's when they were popular, and that's when thirst traps came along, and that's when all this other stuff started happening. TikTok came out when I was a fully grown man. By that point, it was like, you know, I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't know what to tell you. But to go back on race baiters real quick and the people who are easily offended, this is also why we can't get a funny ass fucking comedy anymore. We can't. And comedians aren't even funny like that anymore, dude. Just don't get me started on all these female comedians too, bro. Females are not that funny, bro. I'm sorry. I don't care that. No, I really don't care if I get called sexist for that. My wife is one of the funniest women I've ever met in my life. And I'm not just saying that because she's my wife. There have been times where we've been on the outs and this woman is just like, bro, you're still funny as fuck. Like I tell my wife all the time, like, you should be a comedian, man. You know, she should have been a stand-up comic, dude. She goes, I know, I'm funny, this and that, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, but you should have been a stand-up comic. Like your timing, your comedic timing, the jokes you use, they're great. You know, they could resonate with a lot of crowds. Now I feel like she could do a lot of, I want to call it mom comedy, you know? So momedy, you know, like she would rock it. She has a lot of awesome jokes that she says about the kids because, you know, who doesn't have jokes? What parent doesn't have jokes? Any good parent doesn't have jokes when it comes to their kids when they get aggravated by your kid. You know what I mean? Oh, fuck. I go the aggressive route and I say, man, sometimes I just want to chuck them out the window, bro. But I don't mean that, obviously. You know, it's just the fuck, dude. Oh, yeah, guys, I think that's it for today. Have a good one. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry if I went on for too long with this one. I was gonna make it nice, short, and sweet, but I feel like it deserved a lot. Like, if you want me to do a part two of this, I will definitely do a part two, and I'll come back with a lot of facts. I'll come back with pictures. I'll come back with screenshots. I'll come back with everything. If you want me to do a social media is garbage part two, I will do it. And I do each and every single social media app. Reddit, I don't use like that, but I hear Reddit is just a fucking cesspool, bro. I hear it's the bottom of the barrel, and I don't think that's worth my time. You know, if you want me to do Blue Sky, I don't want to do Blue Sky, but for you guys, for the Ed heads, I'll do Blue Sky if you want me to do Blue Sky. I heard Blue Sky is just horrible. I can't do Twitter because it's full of, you know, corn. I can't be an adult and say, you know, I think that'll be my next video. Parents who don't watch their kids. Yeah. Parents who don't supervise what their children watch. Yeah, I think that'll be my next video because that's why we have to censor ourselves so much nowadays. But yeah, guys, that's it for now. I don't know what to tell you. Man, this generation sucks, bro. Oh, this generation sucks, bro. Thank you for coming to my Ed Talk. Ed Talk, not TED Talk. Ed Talk. Shit, maybe that's what we should call it. Ed Talk. And we already called it Edified Talk. I guess you just shorten it. That's just Ed Talk. There you go. All right. Yeah, whatever. Peace out.